How are you, Dennis?
Oh, not too bad. A little concerned, of course. I got a good buddy on a hunger strike up in Goose there. It's been on my mind quite a lot lately.
And who's that, sir?
That's Billy Gucci.
Yes, sir. He's on day 6.
Yes. I still can't believe that they're going through with this stuff. You know, I figured yesterday I tried to call there and to give my thoughts on it, which I figured would be they were going to come back and say they were going to completely clear the reservoir and that Miss Jones would soon be along with another guaranteed federal loan to finish it off because, well, right from day one it seems like that what this project was all about was to make it as expensive as possible.
You think that was the goal, was to spend as much money as possible? Ouch.
Yeah, it seems to be the goal for me, like all those mega projects, especially dams, like, you know, everybody knew that they were running over worldwide. It was something like 56% when this one started, some as high as 500% over.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's the deal with it, or that's what I think it is anyways.
And are you up in the big land, Dennis?
No, I had some commitments here.
Okay.
But after tomorrow, yeah, I'm heading back up.
Are you going to participate in this blockade?
Yeah, I'm going to do whatever it takes.
So, are you satisfied at all by the statement from the Department of Natural Resources that they will clear as much as possible the foliage or the flora at the reservoir?
No, it wouldn't make any difference anyway. It's only going to decrease it by 10% or something there.
It's the soil that appears to be the key.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, just stall tactics on their part again, that's all.
Well, I don't even know if it's a stall tactic, sir, because by all accounts, in fact, Mr. Gilbert Bennett said today that everything is still going to go ahead as per their schedule.
Yeah, I saw that there after too. Kind of makes one wonder what they were even talking about there. It's really there was no offer on their part, and they just acknowledged us. That's all.
Never before has a hydroelectric project removed topsoil before flooding of a reservoir. This was also stated today. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I guess people didn't know with all of those reports coming out lately. You know that the dam reservoirs is a lot more, you know, methane and metal mercury than previously thought. We didn't know this stuff 2 or 3 years ago. You know, there's more information coming out every day on this stuff now.
Uh-huh.
And I think they're doing it on the South Sea over on the Peace River. Well, pretty much the same deal. Same show, different puppets, I say.
The issue, of course, is that Lake Melville is an estuary, and therefore is critical, and that is why there is perhaps more attention being paid to it as opposed to other areas that were flooded to make way for a hydroelectric dam.
Yeah, it's not just Lake Melville either. Like, all of us is going to suffer from this. You know, the birds all fly around, the seals all travel back and forth, the fish all swim back and forth. So we're all going to suffer, you know.
How difficult will it be? I mean, if there is no measurable outcome in terms of danger, besides warnings to, you know, avoid particular species at particular times, how can one measure the level of damage? What are you going to do to change your life if this is flooded? Your way of life?
Well, I guess we'll have to stop eating fish. We'll have to stop eating wildlife and go sucker on the corporate tip like they want us all to do, I guess.
I don't know if that's the objective, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I try not to get bitter, but it's really hard not to.
Listen, I feel for you, sir. If this was in my backyard, I'd be up in arms, and of course we're all united here in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, and it should be in your backyard is my backyard as far as I'm concerned, and if your way of life is going to be affected to this level, to this extreme level. Now, it cannot be measured yet, but if the potential is there, there should be science and public policy is supposed to be predicated on the idea of the precautionary principle, which means you have to make sure you do everything to the utmost safety, right?
It's supposed to be.
Right, and if this is not the case, if it turns out that this precautionary principle was not indeed applied, and this is coming from a government who campaigned, as did all governments lately, evidence-based decision-making, right? So how is it that we are now looking to collect evidence after the decision is made? After the flooding occurs, that's when they're going to be making studies as to whether or not they should remove the topsoil. It's not enough, is it?
No, they wants to get it done. They wants to shove it through at all costs, and they wants to get this water in the reservoir. If they don't get so much water there, you know, so it's going to happen. It's going to freeze to the bottom, and it's going to shift everything out of it. So they got to get 8-10 feet of water or whatever in that reservoir now. So that's why the big push is on this now.
Right.
And you mentioned something about not your backyard, but or not everybody's backyard, but really it is. You know, this planet is in a very sad state. Our wilderness areas is disappearing at an unbelievable rate, and this concerns everybody. This is your lungs out here, this wilderness area, and I think more people should become involved in trying to protect it.
Well, yeah, trees are the lungs of the planet, that's for sure, no matter where they are positioned across the globe. You're saying that there's a massive removal of wilderness beyond the Muskrat Falls construction site, or just around there?
Well, the transmission line, you know, I'm not sure what he's supposed to be, half a kilometer wide, and how long. And, you know, they're in there, they're crossing all of those brooks to tearing up all those streams. They're going to come behind that with some pesticide to spray in hopes that nothing will ever grow there anymore. And all of this is coming out on top of us and off to the oceans. It's suicide, I've said before.
You make a good point that we don't pay attention to the transmission lines and the clearing of the land around there. Dennis, can I ask you, did you participate in the consultation process that happened 5 years ago?
No, I didn't. I was quite busy at the time. I think I was fishing up off Greenland at the time or something.
Lucky man. We certainly haven't heard the last of this, Dennis, and I thank you for your time tonight, and we really need to pay closer attention. I don't know if anybody had a time machine, would things be different, but we can certainly take a pause, no matter what the cost. One might imagine it would be worthwhile to pay respect and show respect to the citizens of this province.
Yeah, we need to hold them accountable.
Yeah.
All of us.
Thank you for your time tonight, sir.
Thank you.
Dennis, good luck on your trip back to the big land.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.